Open the door for Love, Love 4. Love, Love 4. Open the door. Open the door for Love, Love 4. 444. Love, Love 4. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Love, Love 4. I done told you, didn't I? You're supposed to listen and you don't start here on number 4 again, but make sure you're watching 1 and the 2 because it's everything is, it's we're building. We're building and we're building and we're building and we're getting and we're building and we're getting and we're building and yeah. So last one we talked about show little. You can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. Well, you got to love yourself. Show a little bit of appreciation for yourself. I think that's a good start right there. Because I don't know about you. I'm in pain. There's all kinds of pain. It's something. I don't think there's anybody out there. Period. I don't care who you are. Think about that. I don't think there's anybody out there. Can we say, I don't know. No, there's something inside. There's something inside everybody. I think there's something inside everybody that's in pain, right? And are we really? Some of you's out there going a little bit overboard, buying stuff for yourself, but whatever. That's cool. But how many people out there are really showing a little bit of appreciation for themselves? Being grateful for who you are and grateful for what you have and showing a little bit of appreciation for yourself. And I think that's just a great place to start. Mm-hmm. It's a great place to start. Yep. Bring it back. Yeah. Here's a little, before we're sitting down here, reading, doing this and baby, I thought about, here's the thing, this is a pretty big, this is a foundation thing right here for a start, because, let's face it, what's going on in this world is like way so, I don't want to say, I don't want to say, I don't want to say it's so far gone that it's irreparable, because it's not. That's just not true. Because I know there's something out there, there's something out there that could make things happen. There's something out there that could be really drastic to take place that could cause it, And, unfortunately, I think, in essence, some of these things that I think about, I'm not going to say it now, but some of these things are going to happen. It's because it's kind of like we're drawing things to us to try to bring us down to the core of appreciation for life and appreciation for things that are out there. Because when you lose something, right? When you lose something, you have a little bit more appreciation for it. Like, don't know what you got till it's gone. Don't know what you got till it's gone. And that's anything in life. When you have appreciation, when you don't have appreciation for something and then you lose it, then you're like, oh my gosh, or you don't think twice. That's a pretty big subject just within itself, not taking things for granted in your life. I don't care what it is, if it's your favorite pet, or it's, I guess or if it's people, and then when you lose things, you lose people, you lose stuff, and you've been taking it for granted all this time, you don't know what you got till it's gone. And that's the truth. Or you are going to lose something, then you're going to have a greater appreciation for it. There again, it boils right down to the basics of what love is, having an appreciation of it. You might already accept it, but it's having the appreciation for it that is the key. And having appreciation for something is having a love for something. It doesn't have to be love. No, having an appreciation for something, is just, that's in it right there. And if people took the understanding that if you start having a little bit of appreciation for things, then you're not going to lose them, because, just like the other day, Was it today? I think it was today. You know, it's like the last male white rhino died. And so now I think, well, I mean, if I understood that species is extinct. And, you know, that's kind of like, wow, man. You know, that's just like, whatever. I mean, somewhere along the line, there wasn't any appreciation going out for that. And there's probably so many poachers out there that took so many of them. And they didn't have appreciation for that. They didn't have, you know, not the respect always goes in there too, you know. Having respect for things, you know, and a lack of respect for things. Well, I guess I'd be the opposite, wouldn't it? Yes, sure, Bob. I think it would. You know, having a lack of respect for something definitely would not be having an appreciation for something. And when you don't have respect for something, you're certainly not having appreciation for it. So then, you know, when you don't have respect for something, then, you know, what happens? It's usually lost. It's usually lost. And that's tragedy. You know, because you think about, in essence, the sheer basics of that just alone. When you don't have a respect for somebody or something and then you lose them, you don't know what you got till it's gone. That's right. That's right. And then what does that cause? Pain. You didn't have enough respect for it to have enough appreciation for it, so you lose it and now it's gone. And then what does that do? It's pain. Just something else that you need to carry inside you, right? I mean, if there isn't enough going on in our lives and in this world and everything else, that we're kind of doing a lot of this just pretty much for the most part to ourselves, to a certain extent. I mean, you know, there's obviously things that are beset upon us. Yes, there's obviously things out there that are beset upon us, but we can't sit there and point the finger and say, well, it's all these things that happen to me and be the blame game. No. You can't do that. No. You can't do that. You can't be sitting there pointing a finger because what? What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Yeah, what'd I tell you? Yeah. You can't sit there and pointing the finger any longer. Well, it's what they did to me. It's what they did. You can't be pointing the finger anymore because the responsibility lies on you. These stringers for pointing. So I'm gonna finish this video off with a little story, okay? Don't think you're ready to hear this story, huh? You know, because I think this story is a real good foundation for a lot of things out there. And there was this little boy, wee little boy, you know, and he had this map of the world, and something happened bad. It was terrible. Something happened. It was bad. It was terrible. And he had this map of the world, and somehow it was terrible. This map got all torn into pieces. And he was distraught, I'll tell you. He was distraught. He was distraught. And you know, and he was crying. He was kind of pitching a fit, you know, and his mama came in. He's just, old little boy. He said, well, what's your problem? He goes, well, I had a map of the world, and now it's all torn into pieces. Don't worry, little boy. I'm going to the store today, and I'll get you another one, because I seen him on the rack the other day, and I'll get you another one. He's like, oh, okay. Then the mommy goes out, and she goes to shopping, you see, and she picks up that map, and she comes back, and this little boy, she hears him playing in his little room in there, you see, and she brings this map in, and all of a sudden she looks down, and she says to the little boy, and he's got this map all on the floor, you see, he's all put together. He done found him some tape and figured it out, and she said to herself, oh my land. She said, oh my gosh, she says, she's just a little boy. How? Oh my land, how did he do that? How did he do that? And she goes, well, hey, little boy, how did you know how to put that together and match all the conings and all that stuff together? And little boy goes, well, Mommy, on the back of this map was a picture of a man. And when I put the man together, the world came together. So I think if we take time to put ourselves together, that can yet be a reflection and something that can cause a chain reaction. We take the time to put ourselves together, and it all starts with us. And I think by and large, from that, the world will begin to come together. But it's got to start with you. Got to start with you. Got to start with me. And everybody got to take responsible for themselves. Put themselves together, and then the world will come together.